All right, we're back. We have not created a video in like 18 years. Doing a lot at the shop. Getting a lot of stuff done, moving a lot of stuff, getting the newest edition settled, and yeah. So we got today on the agenda, we went and picked up a car, me and Colton, and it's got a couple goodies on it, a couple things we can use for our personal builds. Corona.
Oh, bless you.
Hold on. More Corona. All right, I'm back. So we picked up an Integra. A local guy had it. I know a little bit about the car. I knew a little bit about the setup. I know that it ran good, and these guys were out there playing with it a little bit. So it had a couple goodies on it. So he's gonna keep a couple things. I'm gonna keep a couple things, and then we'll most likely be selling the swap and the turbo kit. But we picked up a JDM front 95 Integra B20 VTEC turbo. Looks like a little eBay Johnny manifold. It's decent though. I mean, it's all right. Little tile wastegate action, tile blow off valve, piping's okay. Turbo seems to be okay. It actually is a ball bearing turbo, which I could tell without even looking at it, the way that it was still spooling when I cut it off. You normally could tell the way a ball bearing turbo spins. So haven't even really looked at it to see what kind of shape it's in. A little bit of shaft play, but not bad. Doesn't smoke. Everything seems good on it. The car, the shell's going to be for sale. The motor's going to be for sale. The turbo kit's going to be for sale. The transmission, the mount. Supposedly it's an LSD training, so we'll verify that. Compression test the motor, just, you know, for selling it purposes. I know it's good. It sounds good. It runs good. I feel good about that. Got some 550cc injectors, some HX wheels. It's a full interior car for the most part. It's even got the carpet and everything still in the back. So we're gonna be selling the roller, selling the swap turbo kit. So that is what we did this morning. He wants the JDM front for an Integra he's got. That'll be a future car on the channel that we'll show. It's gonna hold off on the JDM front on the car for a while because it has a good USDM front, but the goal is to JDM front it. So this worked out pretty good for him. So we'll show that car later on the channel. Myth actually got a package. So the Myth's been down for about a week and a half. Just because it's been raining here, I haven't been driving it. Got a new windshield because I had a big crack across it. Track was giving me issues saying it was in the line of sight, blase, whatever. There's a couple things I wanted to upgrade on the car. The 35R was doing great. Had no issues with it. It was making power, but I wanted to upgrade. So here's the upgrade. We went ahead and hit up Hunter Tuned, and we got a VS Racing turbo, ball bearing 6762. So it's a bigger compressor housing on it and everything. So that's gonna be fun. Phil actually on Black Built Performance, he run this turbo on his all-wheel drive car that he built, and he was pretty impressed with the spool, and I was as well when I rode in it. It lit pretty fast, felt pretty strong when it spooled. Just bigger turbo, hits a little different. So yeah, that's what I went for. So you're with me on the unboxing. Might need to put y'all down for a second. Might try to line y'all up right here on top of the car. Let's see what you guys are looking at. All right, that's okay. So you are with me on the unboxing. I'm not sure what's in this box. I don't think these, that might be the exhaust housing, because I had to get a T3 exhaust housing because I've got a small T3 budget 1320 manifold on here. It's not a T4, so my options were limited on turbo because of it having a T3. I couldn't go really big. I want to go a little bit bigger on the exhaust housing, but a T3 only offers up to, I think, a like an 82 AR. Yep, so that's the exhaust housing for the turbo. So here is the turbo with the center section, and then I'm guessing this should be my exhaust housing that I have to put on. So some assembly required. Yep, exhaust housing. So exhaust housing, all the goodies. It's V-band. It should bolt right up to my existing downpipe. But this thing, compared, which I've got a comparison I'll get together in the next clip, from the 35R to the 67, 62. It's pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll get that comparison in the next clip. So I'll put this exhaust housing on and compare, little video comparing the turbo sizes, and then we'll pop it on. Should be on in a couple seconds. It's not very hard. Couple bolts, bolt the downpipe, put the piping on, return line, feed line, everything should adapt, so shouldn't be a hard install. Alright guys, so we've got the 6762 and the GTX 3582R. So this turbo is awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It did 600 plus on my car, a third gear pool, 26 pounds. It probably makes about, probably max out on my setup, probably around 30 pounds. But awesome turbo, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to upgrade and I wanted to try some new turbos so that I can give my opinion on them for customers for future builds, because the VS Racing turbos are really good. I've seen nothing but good things about them. They're making really good power, and I'm about budget for me and customers. So if we can get a product that works really well and is budget compared to, you know, Precision Turbo, Garrett, you know, etc., they all work. But I'm about true budget kits. Me and Phil have created something pretty good with these setups that we've tried ourselves, and we're trying to offer nice quality turbo kits for customers with a reasonable price. It's fun, man, and it's fun when you can put something together and not have a ridiculous amount of money in it and enjoy it and not stress over spending, you know, 1,000 plus in a turbo. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we've got the 35R here, and then we have the 67. I took the compressor housing off just to show you the actual measurements on the turbo. I mean, it's about a 5mm difference. The exhaust is about the same, the exhaust wheel, the exhaust housing, everything. Just the compressor wheel is a little bigger. They're both ball bearing, but this wheel measures out to be about 62mm. And this one's 67. So 5mm difference. You know, just looking at it, you can't really like, wow, that's a, you know, crazy difference in size, but it makes a difference. So I'm hoping to make power on less boost with the bigger turbo. That's the plan. This turbo, when it was in Phil's car and I rode in it, was very impressed on the way it felt compared to mine. So we're gonna try it out, but like I said, this is about 62mm, this one's about 67, so a little bit different on that, but the exhaust housings are the same. They're 82 AR. The housings are, this is a 72 AR compressor housing compared to the 35R, which I'm not sure exactly the size on that, but definitely a difference. So we're gonna get this thing slapped on there, get it clocked, get the lines on, and then the next video will be me cranking it up on a new turbo. Alright guys, so got the new turbo on. It looks foggy. Yeah, it should be good. We got new turbo on. Like I said, 67, 62. Everything bolted up because, like I said, it's the same exhaust housing as before, just the compressor's a little bigger. Compressor housing and a little bigger wheel, so we got it back together. Haven't cranked the car up. Shit, man, I probably haven't cranked this car up in 2-3 weeks. I I did do not a dry start. Unplugged the ECU, turned it over with the oil lines on just so I can go ahead and get some oil in the turbo. Let's see how this cold start is. E85 1700 cc injectors. You know, streetcar life. Not seeing any leaks. Everything looks pretty good. Baby, I do miss driving it. Should be a little different on spool, I would think. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do a little tuning on it. But it's nice to have it back together. Got the new windshield in it. Gonna get the windows tinted. You know the deal, full exhaust. And I bought me some Amazon LED headlights. So we got the LEDs in there now. Should brighten up the driving a little better. Factory bulbs just ain't doing it. We're gonna get up with Phil very soon. Phil's gonna redo the piping. I'm gonna get a bumper and we're gonna test fit, make sure bumper clears, get the piping done, you know, throw in the pie cut. Y'all know the backstory on that. So we'll get that all straight, finally get a hood and bumper on this thing. And maybe a paint job one day. Who knows? And I do want to upgrade the suspension soon. Not sure what I'm going to go with yet. The function and form type 2s ride okay, but just never been able to get this car to 60 foot like I want. I want to say that suspension plays a role for sure. So maybe I need something a little better. And then I don't have any kind of weight plate on the front, which I may start to look into that if I can get it to clear the bumper. I really don't want to cut the radiator support or anything, so we'll see. At the end of the day, the stock motor, stock tranny on a stage 4 clutch, making 600 plus horsepower. Haven't seen the 600 yet. Don't think I ever will really see it, just because it already spins as it is on the street. At the track I may do it one time, maybe click a 9-second pass, but man, I'm just loving this setup. I really do love this car, man. It's so fun. Such a good car. It's always been a good car. Oh, baby. But it's late. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. So we're gonna leave y'all off with that. She ain't get enough temperature in her yet. She ain't spinning beautifully like I want her to just yet. But it is a ball bearing. But yeah, new turbo's on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.